Hey folks, welcome in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes day by day. Thanks for being here today. Because I'm doing daily videos. Today is 7:34. Know that because I got to upload day 733 like about 3 hours ago. So I have to go. It's 12:12 on the 6th, and I uploaded day 733 about 9 o'clock. So about 30 years ago. So I know for a fact today is 7:34. This is probably the most, or one of the most underwhelming days of 7:34s that you're going to see, but that's okay. Because we are, doing our own thing. But we are what we have accomplished. Not a lot of people are going to have accomplished by the time they get to 7:34, and we are not going to be at 7:34 for much longer. I mean, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. It's going to be a couple minutes. It's going to be a couple days. It's going to be a couple months, maybe something else beyond that, but this is what it is. If you're new to the channel, I've built a number of assault battle teams, still in the midst of building a number of conquest teams, and we're also building for the raid, which, who knows. But right now, like I said, if you're new to the channel, if you've been here, you've heard this spiel before, I get it. Settle down. If you're new to the channel, what we're doing right now is we're working on Jedi Vanguard, and that is Barriss, Kelleron, Aayla Secura, and Shakti. They are the only remaining... Is that right? They are the only remaining Jedi Vanguard that I do not have yet. I mean... And let's not kid ourselves. I'm not talking about Temple Guard, and I'm not talking about... Oh, okay. I'm going to die. Anikoth. What? How did I miss? I'll do them one day. I was like, did I do Omega and die? And did I do Eidkoth? The answer is no, I have not. But we'll get to them at some point. It's just not going to be today. But what we're doing is you look at this Jedi Vanguard, we have Qui-Gon, Polo, and Luminara done. We're working on Barriss. Then we're going to do Kelleron, Aayla Secura, and Shakti. I can't believe I didn't get to Kit Fisto already. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about it. I said I said, hey, this is the group we're going to work on, and that's what I mean. We're going to work on these two. And so we're working on 3 more Jedi Vanguard, that being, of course, Barriss, Kelleron, Aayla Secura. We're going to work on General Kenobi because I don't have him at Relics yet. And then we have Herma Yoda because we want to be able to get Jedi Luke at some point. And then we have the other requirements for... what's her name? Princess Leia. And here you can see we have everybody but the people that you still saw on the screen that are in Relics. That doesn't mean they're at the relic they need, but they're in Relics. So the last people that we need, of course, are back on the front page, and that is R2, Boushh, Captain Drogon, Lobot, and Scout Trooper 4. So there's R2, Boushh, Dengar, Lobot, and Scout Trooper. And so we're gearing the Barriss, the Aayla, the Kelleron, the General Kenobi, the R2, the Boushh, the Captain Drogon, the Lobot, then we'll probably do Hermit Yoda, and then we'll probably, we still do need to get Scout Trooper and Shaak Ti. They just happen to be in Fleet Arena, and I really don't want to finish what we're rolling with right now because I want to get through people and then come back to whoever is needed later. And I realize you can't see bears, but there's bears. Hey, bears! There's bears down there. But yeah, so Shaak Ti, so Scout Trooper and Shaak Ti will be done, but we'll probably not, we'll knock out all of these other people before that. Even probably Hermit Yoda, and then we'll do these two last. And then the last piece before we do Leia is, of course, Darth Malgus. And the reason why we're saving him for last is because we need to have that currency available. That being the Raid 2 currency for him. So we're going to be, he's going to be one of the last characters. These, I would say that these 4 characters here on the bottom are going to be the last 3, 4 that we work with. So we'll probably open Malgi and then be farming Scout and Shaak Ti and working on them along with Hermit Yoda. But that won't be, of course, until all of these other ones are done. So, and then once we're done with Darth Malak, and please understand when I say done, I don't mean totally done, like as in Relic 7 or 9 or whatever. I'm just talking Relic 1. So the way I play, if you're new, is I tend to want to get characters over the gear 12 to 13 hump. That whole thing where you're sitting here and you're farming all of this ridiculous stuff from fleet nodes, like all of the clicks that you have to do to get all this stuff that's in the fleet nodes, and then that's what I want to do. Is I'm trying to get beyond needing all of this fleet stuff. Yeah, I didn't realize that was going to be on. That's a little louder than I want it to be. If you don't know what that is, where's the sound for this? I'm just going to close it out. I'll load back into it later. That's better. It was just, I'm like, why is that going on? Because I usually have it, I don't know, I think I have it on, but for some reason, there it is. It's DC Dark Legion, but yeah. But yeah, I want to get over this. I want to get over this. What I tend to want to do is I just want to push everybody over the hump, and that's into Relic 1, and that's for me. That's having them done, and I know that they're totally not done. They're just on the shelf, and they're just at a point where I feel like I can go and do other things and work on other characters, and then come back to them later as I'm farming signal data. So we basically finished everybody. We're at a stopping point for a while now, where I feel like we're at a good stopping point, and we can actively be farming signal data. So that's what we're doing, is we're sitting and farming signal data. And then eventually we will be to a point where we're not farming signal data anymore. And when we get there, that's where we want to be. And so we are farming, I already did Fennec. And actually, let's go ahead and do some more Mon. And we'll move on with that. But you can see, you can see kind of what my plan is. And we're a little bit closer, we're a little bit further, because I'm not going all the way to Leia on some other accounts. And so we're closer on a lot of other accounts to being done with who I'm working on. And so I will tell you that on one of my accounts, and I don't remember which one it is exactly, I have 4 characters left. And I already have, and I think it might be the Hyperlight, where I have all of the Mummy Mandalore requirements farmed up. I'm just in the process of gearing the last couple of Jedi Vanguard, and then after I get done with the Jedi Vanguard, we're going to go right into Mummy Mandalore. And then we're going to do Mummy Mandalore. And so you can see here, this is who we're working on. We're working on Finnick. I want to get Finnick. I want to get Mon. I need and then of course Darsayan, Paz, and Bo. And then at some point we want Sana because she's a pirate. And not that we have any pirates, but we want to be ready for when the pirate shenanigans start. And we could also put Hondo in there at some point, and then we have Shakti, who we need to finish, and Scout Trooper, who of course we need to finish. Then when we're done with them, we're going to finish everybody up, else out. We're going to get Leia. Then when we come back from getting Leia, we're going to start on Teen Hollywood, Teen Grogu, Halloween costume Grogu, and Infus Nest, who once again is a pirate, but and this is just for a bounty hunter team. This is for a rebel fighter team. This is for the Sith triumvirate team, and this is for Mama Mandalore. So there's that. But yeah, we're close. We continue to push forward. We get a little closer every day. We get a little bit. It doesn't feel like we're getting out much closer every day, but every day we come in here and we farm, the little shock pods are really not the issue. It's always this fleet arena stuff that's always the issue, where we have to sit there and, yes, I need shock tea, but no, I got to go farm all of this other stuff over here before I can get this shock tea, before I can do all this. And let's not fool ourselves, because we're gonna need all of this stuff. It's just, I don't need it right now, but I'm like, what is color I need? I don't want to look it up though, but I feel like somebody needs potency, so I'm gonna do that. I'm not sure who, but I'm guessing somebody does. Anyway, let's do all of this, and then but yeah, I just wanted to touch base with all the, the people that might be first tuning in for the first time, but every day that we go into, we just pull 5 things. It's 5 more things than we had the day before. And, obviously if we wouldn't have gone on vacation, we probably would have been done with another person gear-wise, but it won't be that much longer. It won't be done. We'll be like, okay, moving on. What are we doing now? But it hasn't happened yet. But I'm moving that away. Anyway, I'm going to finish up here. Don't have a lot about, if anything, to talk about. We talked about, just background information for the new people that might be watching for the first time, and then after that we're just going to push forward. We don't have enough to buy anything there, and so anyway, I appreciate all of you. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about the relics, and I think it's just because I like building wide. If you're wondering why I don't have more things done, it's because I'm the one person in wherever that likes to build wide, as opposed to just building tall right off the bat. I like to build wide, and then go tall. Why? Because we don't like the PvP. And that doesn't mean you can't like PvP. It's just, if I win, I win. If I don't, I don't. And, but I don't build, I'm not going to run out and get Lord Vader because, you know. But anyway, I do appreciate all of you. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. God bless. I'll see you tomorrow. Make sure you hold the line. And remember, I have friends everywhere. Appreciate all of you. Talk to you later. Bye.